I am one of the co-founders and chief operating officer for the Stafford Boxing Club Incorporated, our nonprofit organization, which is a yearly mentoring program for at-risk youth in the community.
So we will be able to teach financial literacy, communication, discipline, decision making, as well as campaigning for a premium education.
These are the foundation for the Stafford Boxing Club, these 20 mentees in our program here at Panola Way Elementary School. 20 years from now, Stafford Boxing mentees will be known across the world.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Man,
What's up?
What's up?
I can't sleep at night. I toss and turn, listen for the telephone. And when I get your call, I'm all choked up. Can't believe you called my home. And as a matter of fact, if those were mine, you wouldn't even talk to me. Cause a girl like you is like a dream come true, a real life fantasy.
No matter what you...
No matter what your friends try to tell you, we can make fall in love and we can be together any kind of weather. It's like that, it's like that. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together.
Shout out to Bobby Brown, man. That was when music was good. It is.
I was getting a little bit too into it.
It's straight Captain Crunch today, boy. You know what? I'm excited to be here. What about you? It's another day.
Always.
Another blessed day to be on the
that.
Stafford Show. You get what I'm saying?
Know what I'm talking about?
Man.
Hold
hey,
up.
Look, slowly but surely, she getting caught up in the H-Town sauce,
no,
man.
I'm not. It's A-Town.
She getting caught up in that H, man, for real, man.
A-Town.
Know what I'm saying?
No, we don't.
Man,
We
so
have no idea.
I'm really liking the title of this show today is Balancing Life, Love, and Fighting for a Change, Ringside Chronicles, the Stafford Show, man. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am. I'm Big Stafford, and I'm chilling with the host of the Stafford Show,
Lady Stafford.
Okay, so listen, I'm going to turn it over to Lady Stafford. We're going to get this thing going, and we're going to get live with this, you know what I'm talking about?
So check this out, everybody. The 15th was the day. Alicia and Christina was the main fight. But I want to talk about Jermaine Franklin, and they're quickly replaced with Munaz. It was a great fight. And a matter of fact, I have a lot of respect for Jermaine Franklin. He actually fought back-to-back Anthony Joshua and Dylan White, and he lost. With those two fights, of course, he was thinking about it, and he wanted to make the improvements, and he wanted to be better, so he continued on his training and on his path, his journey, right? So when I was listening to the press conference, he was on point. I actually enjoyed the press conference because they had some of the fighters on there. It was just good. Everybody was respectful. They said whatever it was that they had to say. And Jermaine Franklin, congratulations. The only thing that I have with him is he ain't listened to his corner. Even though you won, because you had the right jabs, man, you had the jab to the chin, you had the body shots, and you just had his head snap back, and you won. But your team had told you to more so do the body, that you really shouldn't be concentrating with the head. You didn't listen. So you pretty much did what you wanted to do. I think that you should listen to your corner. But you won, though, so that's a good thing.
It could come back to haunt you next fight if you don't listen to your corner is very important. We had talked about that last time on our show about the importance of your team.
Yes.
If you only go so far as big and productive your team. So if you surround yourself with a bad team,
Yeah.
you're not going to go far. But
Yeah.
if you surround yourself with a great team,
With
you're
that
going to do great
knowledge.
things. So listen to your corner.
For
Man,
real.
you know what? Coach Mustafa, man, shout out to Coach Mustafa. He had told me recently he went to a fight and his fighter didn't listen to him and he just got knocked out.
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Oh,
He got knocked out. He was like amateur and pro.
Mhm.
It was two of them. It was an amateur and a pro. Said, man, he ain't listen to me. And both of them did not listen to him. And they both end up losing the fight.
Yeah, the point of having a team, a great team, is because they have experience.
Yeah.
And they have the knowledge, they have the expertise, and they have high IQ.
Yeah, man, just
The
like
science, high IQ.
last Bell Boxing. He said, what is the point of paying your team if you're not going to listen? I totally agree with him. Why? Well, you paying all that money because you know they're getting a piece of that bread.
Yeah.
You gotta listen.
They're not going to tell you anything wrong.
No, they want to get paid so they can get you another fight and another fight and another fight and another fight. Man, we got to keep that bread coming in.
You got to listen. But let me tell you who fought, and you all know that this is the dude. Andy Cruz versus Carlos. Now, you know, he fought Keyshawn Davis, but unfortunately he lost. Man, I don't care what anybody says about Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz is that dude. He moved from Cuba and now he's in Philadelphia.
That's the mecca of boxing. That's what they say. Philadelphia say if you want to get into the boxing industry, they say go fight them boys from Philadelphia because they say it's a boxing club on every corner. And that is no cappuccino.
Hey. Don't slip on Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz, he's that one. Oh, and then of course, you know, Jermaine Franklin, that was with the heavyweight division too.
Yeah. So basically, we had got a comment from one of our guests and Last Bell Boxing, and he was talking about hopefully Anthony Joshua will listen to his corner, his trainer, Mr. Derek James, which he received Trainer of the Year.
He
received Trainer of the Year. So we're hoping that Anthony Joshua will definitely listen to Derek James because he has proven himself through Errol Spence. Man, listen. Yesterday when we was working on that thing. Yeah. Man, listen, I was watching the video. That boy Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, man, I like both of them, man.
I do too.
I like
this
both
one is kind of hard with whom is going to.
I can't even. I don't, man, because it's like I know Earl like to hit that body, but then Crawford, it just I don't know, man. It just I like both of them. I really do, and I really like when they, faced up in the press conference.
Yeah.
And he touched the belt. He said, "Yeah, I need that, boy."
Hey, he's speaking that into existence.
Boy, he touched that thing.
I can't see.
He touched that thing.
I can't see what.
Man, he asked to say that. I don't know. Last Bell standing asked, "Who am I going for? Either Bud or Spence?" Man,
I don't know. This one for me is hard. But some people have been saying Crawford.
Man, I don't know. Last Bell Boxing. I don't know.
I don't know why I'm going towards Terrence though. I'm kind of going.
Crawford?
Yeah, I'm kind of going more towards Terrence.
Man, I can't pick, man. I can't even pick.
Who are you? Last Bell Boxing.
Oh, you going with Earl?
Are you going with Earl?
Yeah,
okay.
Going with Earl Spence.
But I wouldn't be surprised though.
Man, I don't know, man. Like. It's a lot on the line, bro.
I'll probably end up changing my mind a little bit before the fight. I just have to see.
Gee, boy.
Now, why are you going with Spencer? Last Bell Boxing. I know it's going to take him a moment to Well, I can't. What did he say?
I think it'll be the same.
What, from his last fight?
No, he asks, what do you think the weight difference will be on the fight night? I think it'll be the same. You know, I think them guys gonna be straight up. I don't think that it'll be any type of discrepancies or anything like that.
No.
I think that they have too
No.
much respect about each other and too much respect about the craft
Yes.
and the sport of boxing to do anything dishonest. Well, Crawford look, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Earl looked good, but when I was looking at him yesterday, I mean they look the same though because uh Earl didn't slim down and Crawford looked, man, he looked good.
I
man.
saw how Crawford was training,
man,
especially when he was using the sled.
Man,
I was like, that's a different way to use the sled. I don't think there's going to be. There's not going to be. I don't think there's going to be any problems. They know that this is going to be one of the
this legacy
biggest fights, and that I heard when Spence was talking about that.
This legacy,
he was
man.
talking about
this legacy.
So
this like the fight of our generation right now.
That is true. I agree with that.
It don't even matter if I don't know. We'll see.
What?
Because he was saying I think Spence will hydrate overnight and be a lot heavier. I am not saying anything dishonest. Spence just the bigger fighter naturally. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, shoot, Crawford didn't face bigger fighters. He didn't face small fighters. So we'll see. Wow, the best fighter I have seen in 5 technical. Yeah, man. Listen, I ain't taking nothing away from Earl Spence, man. He is fascinating, to be honest with you. And Crawford is. I think he has a chip on his shoulder because he hear people chirping, talking about this and that, about the great things about Earl Spence. But like I say, they both have mutual respect for each other. And so when you have mutual respect for each other, I don't see a lot of that trash talking or using profanity or disrespecting someone's mother or anything like that. They both respect each other, and I think that because of this type of energy that they putting out, I think it's making people want to tune in more. So I think the pay-per-views is going to go up. It's already sold out.
Yeah.
So I just think that they done a great job in marketing, and they are demonstrating to the younger fighters that you can promote a fight without using all these nasty tactics and stuff like that to sell. Your body of work, your character will definitely sell. And that's one of the things that Customato talked about was character. Character goes a long way. Character gets you into doors that your money can't get you into. So I just think it's going to be a fascinating fight.
It's going to be a fish fry. What do you say?
So it was something that we had talked about last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you was so Last Bell Boxing was talking about Jared Anderson, and you remember you said that we was going to talk about who is the next face of the heavyweight division in boxing. And so my wife, she's a big fan of Jared Anderson, and I think that he has a lot of potential. But that last fight, I was kind of shaky. I was like, because
I was too. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie. That dude that he fought last, it was a couple of moments in there where it could have went any way, but at the same time, the heart and character of a champion, Jared Anderson, he pulled through and he won the belt. But
he got another fight coming up in August, which is soon.
Yeah, I like when these fighters have multiple fights within the year. Like, let's say you put on maybe about 4 or 5 fights. Yeah. Because the older fighters, they used to fight all the time. And so I think that if you fight more, you get paid more. That's one thing. Yeah. But I also believe that you give the fans what they want. Like, we like to see their action. We like to see this going on. And so it's a very fascinating moment in the sport of boxing.
Yeah, Anderson's just going to have to tune in. He's very flamboyant, though. That's one thing. He's somewhat flamboyant. He just needs to. I just need him to just really just tune in and not. It kind of reminded me of the time in 50 Cent's book where Floyd Mayweather was about to fight. And Floyd really wasn't there. He was just like, it's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
easy.
yeah.
And that's what reminded me with Jared with
yeah.
this fight right
yeah,
here.
yeah. And then 50 said something to him, and he
just
snapped.
had to snap back and get back into reality. So I think that's what happened.
So baby, last bell fighting said that Jared Anderson, if he go to UK, he gonna get.
Oh yeah, for real. Oh yeah.
I think that it's important for U.S. fighters to travel across the world because you will see a different type of determination in these fighters. Like when you go to UK, they fighting for their country. Yeah, they're fighting to win the boxing match, but they are fighting for their country.
They
so
take it more seriously.
Yeah, man, it's more passion. Like I just think I think now in America, in American fighters, I think we so social media possessed that it has saturated our mind, and we just don't have that passion, and we always consume about what people would say about us on social media. And I just think that America has so many distractions and stuff like that. You have so many people from all over the world, but in UK, most of the people are from UK. Yes, you have some people that's from different parts of the world, but I just, I don't know. They have
more
man.
support. It's more in the UK. There's more support.
There's more support.
The sport of boxing is, it is what it is up there.
Yeah.
They will never have a problem where nobody's not going to show up.
No, and you know what? To me, what was interesting is
it's
that,
more respected up there too.
The other thing is like the boxers and the culture of boxing in UK is like blue collar.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like hard worker, dedication.
Yeah.
Those are the type of fighters that the fans
This
get
is my
rowdy.
job.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The underdog. They love to see great fighters and stuff like that. So I totally agree. And another thing about UK is that they support the women boxing.
Oh, for
man,
sure.
Hey, listen.
Always.
I can't remember her name, but she told Clarissa, "Come on back over here." But Clarissa,
Natasha Jonas.
Yeah, but Clarissa like, "Come on to the U.S." But then she was like, "Well, shoot, if I come to the U.S., I ain't gonna get paid."
You're talking about Savannah Marshall.
Yeah.
Savannah
She was like, "Yeah, I ain't gonna get paid."
But I agree with her though. At the same time, I mean, I know that we want it here, but you want to get paid.
Man. Hey, last bell boxing. Listen, man,
What's he saying? I can't see.
I'm translating, baby. Come on, I got you. So he was like, the atmosphere inside the stadiums are electric, and you know what? That's on the bucket list. Because, man, when y'all be singing them songs, man, I mean, you can feel the vibration coming through the screens, man. It'd be like, woo! Oh, man, listen, I'm talking about, man, y'all be singing the country banner, the anthem.
Yeah.
I mean, man, it just goes down, man, up in UK, man. I love it. I love it, man, for real.
We don't do that here.
No, man, we don't.
They be having, like, the rappers.
Man, listen, man. Over there in UK, man, them boys be standing like this here, and man, you hear the crowd just, I'm talking about the crowd just be. Now Mexico, now they do now they come with it too. Now I ain't gonna lie, them folks in Mexico, they come with it.
That's because they all support each other. In the UK, they support each other. It's like their family. And then in Mexico, they support each other and their family. It's like there's no separation.
Listen,
and they're always helping somebody.
Now, with all due respect to the African American fighters here in the U.S., y'all do a great job selling out. But when you go to Mexico and UK, now you may sell out 15, 20, 25, 30. But over there, they push 80.
How many seats are
80,000 in the stadium, baby? How many
seats are in the O2 arena?
I don't know, but 80,000, boy, that's a lot of people, man. 80,000. Just, man.
I can't. I don't know. Oh, hey, how you doing? Blessings. Thank you.
Stop it.
What happened?
She talking about Frank Martin won fair and square. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, Frank Martin.
Stop.
Oh
Stop.
my
Cap.
gosh.
Captain Crunch.
I
That
don't
Captain
even
Crunch.
want to talk about that.
That
I don't
Captain
even
Crunch.
know what even happened, to be honest
Stop.
with you.
Cap.
It's a okay. Look, y'all.
Oh, baby, she said. Oh, I'm sorry. He said it's like 20,000 in the O2. But there ain't nothing like them folks up in UK, boy. They pushing on a honey bun for real.
I do want to see.
Oh, baby,
Clarissa
we going.
Savannah.
That's one of the things that we gonna do on the bucket list. We going to UK. And we going to one of them major fighting events. I just want to experience, man. Man, just put me up at the top so I can just see everything. I don't necessarily have to be at the bottom courtside, ringside or anything like that. Just put me up at the nosebleed, bro. I just want to feel the vibration of be like, man, look at this here. And I'm gonna tell you, man, listen, them fighters up in Africa, man, they just need an opportunity, man. Listen, man. I think some of them Nigerians give you a run for your money, bro. For real.
Yeah, you see
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
how their training
I ain't gonna lie.
Is so much
I ain't
intense.
gonna lie, man.
And then the thing about it is they'll train by themselves.
Man, for real, man. I'm.
And then the conditions in Africa too.
Man, them folks.
They make something.
Hey,
they
man,
can make something out of nothing,
man. And I just think that the fighters in America just too spoiled, bro.
Gotten comfortable.
You got comfortable, bro. You got comfortable, bro.
But I will say about this, the fight with Alicia and Christina. Congratulations, Alicia. Let me tell you something. That young lady, she said what she said. She said what she was going to do, and she did it. I do see a major improvement with Alicia. I really do.
Baby,
like
I
that
gotta tell you
girl.
something about this.
That girl's feet was. I could almost feel some of those punches that she was throwing. And I like the way how she's changed, and it's kind of like Eddie Hearn is grooming her.
Who?
Somewhat. Alicia.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
shout out to Clarissa Shields. Clarissa, it's all love here, man. We just want you to understand that you on a big platform.
What
and
happened?
Nothing.
Oh.
You on a big platform, and you are a black woman, and you pretty much is the face of boxing. So you are a role model to a lot. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, she won the ESPY. Congratulations, Clarissa. Every time I see you on social media, I press the heart button. I like it. You feel me? But you're on an amazing platform, and you have an opportunity to transform the sport of boxing for women. I mean, from long after you stop fighting, right? And so how you carry yourself and what you do. Now, I'm not telling you what to do because you're a grown woman. You can do whatever you want to do. But just be mindful that you are a role model. And for us, we just, rooting you on because we understand your past and we understand where you at. So we want to celebrate you. So this is not a show where we hate on nobody. We don't hate on nobody. I think in today's time, when the OGs tell the young folks things that they see, not only in the natural, but in the spirit, you say that we hating. No one is hating. I'm not hating on no one. I'm celebrating you. If we see something and we say, hey, it's something up in the head ahead of you, you need to tighten up. It's because we care. That's why we speak out and we say things, not to throw you under the bus, not to slander your name or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, you're a black woman, and us black men, I protect our black women. They just no cappuccino.
Hey, and also Alicia.
But you said,
Okay, Alicia called out Serrano, Katie, and Cameron. So I would like to know what are y'all gonna do? Like seriously, what are they gonna do? I'm gonna tell you with Serrano. Ooh boy, that's
I ain't
gonna
lie.
that's gonna be a nasty.
I ain't gonna lie.
Ooh, that is gonna be a nasty one.
Like
out of all three of them, that's gonna be an all-out brawl. You hear me, Serrano? What you gonna do, Katie? Knock knock. She knocking on the door. Cameron, what's up?
Hey,
I want,
man.
I want to see all three of them. Because
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you, ain't nobody gonna take those belts from Alicia. I could just let you know right now, because that girl, she is tuned in, and she ain't going nowhere. She ain't even stepping outside that line. You see these lines right here?
baby.
She ain't stepping out those lines. I got, you know what? I have another favorite. I like Alicia.
Okay, but I want to tell you that Last Bell Boxing said that whenever we go to UK, he got to connect, the plug to get us some seats into the fights.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, see how favor works. See how character is. See, when people see your character and they see what you stand for and how you go about doing things, man, they'll support you. They'll bless you. So we already got a blessing in UK. And we ain't never been to UK. Not yet. But when we get there, it's going down. For real. It's going down. Man. She said Alicia versus Serrano, that's a hell of a fight. I think so too. Yeah,
that's gonna be an all-out war. That's a brawl.
That's
brawl.
a PPV.
Because both of them too, their endurance, and then the thing with the fight with Alicia that she just had, she didn't use any unnecessary energy. She didn't. Like Christina, she was going like this, and I'm like,
Miss
girl,
B say, come to Mongolia.
why are you doing that?
Mongolia. Man, okay, whatever. As long as we get there, you show us, what to do and show us some love, give us some tickets so we can see what's going on. Bless us with some tickets and show us where to eat. We like to eat clean, so I want to eat. I like a good salad, and we don't eat crab, lobster, and
we don't eat crab or lobster. We eat whiting, trout.
Yeah.
We do trout.
My favorite fish is salmon, though. I love and red snapper and salmon are like my favorite fish. But I love a good salad with some baby. You know what? So on my birthday, I went to Cheesecake Factory and they had a barbecue ranch. Bruh, when I tell you that barbecue ranch dressing was amazing, it was fantastic. I haven't tasted anything like that. I love salads, and I love some good water. Speaking of water,
I like all you can eat.
Yeah,
I just like to go to the all you can eat because I feel like this. I want to walk out full. Not overly full, but I want to be full and satisfied and just sit there and just take my time and eat.
Yeah, so Last Bell Boxing, what's a I mean like what's the favorite dish? Because every country has different, cooking tastes. So I don't know what UK is known for. I gotta do some research. But I love a good salad, man. I love a good salad, some good water, and I do have a sweet tooth. I mean, listen. My wife.
He does not have a sweet tooth. He has sweet teeth.
Listen. Yeah, you sweet too. But anyway, man, I don't know, man. I love me like Sprouts got these peanut butter cookies, man.
They're vegan.
And like I swear, like I bite into one and I run through by 6 before
And then if I ask for one, he's looking at me like
negative,
crazy.
Negative.
Just one?
Negative.
But can I tell y'all something real quick though?
Oh, but tell them how.
Wait a minute, no, because I don't want that. We ain't trying to hear all that. But we're not going to talk about when I have food, right? And he has food, but then he has to eat my food. Or if I get a dessert, you have to eat my dessert. Or if he drinks all of his drink, he'll drink all his drink and then drink my doggone drink.
Listen, what's mine is
hers,
and what's hers is mine.
What's his is mine. What's mine is mine.
That's straight cap. That's straight Captain Crunch. Man, shout out to my boy Stevie Baggs, man. I see him doing this thing on Country Wayne, man. I've been listening to this brother, man. He, we may not agree on everything, but I just like what he's doing. Like, he's a very confident man.
Which one is that? The one who Erica works with?
Yeah,
You can, yeah.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. So let me tell you how I met him. So me and my wife, we just finished doing the spin. So we was sitting on the stairs at LA Fitness.
Oh, I gotta talk about that too. I'm so glad you brought that
LA
up.
Fitness?
No, what I'll be doing.
Oh, not now though. No, you gotta wait till you put the ink on. You gotta put the ink on it
All
first.
right.
You got listen. One thing I've learned in my life: before you get running off at the mouth, make sure that you put that signature on that agreement, because I didn't seen it, I didn't experience where you speaking stuff, even though you speak in life to the situation, but you don't speak until you have it in writing and you put that. So anyway, me and my wife, we had finished taking the spin class. And so, man, I'm sitting on the stairs. So he walked past with these big old, like these ski glasses, talking about them big ones. I said, man, how you gonna walk around here, man, behind some glasses, think somebody don't see? So he bust out laughing. So man, we just started chopping it up, and man, the brother just had a good spirit, man. We just started talking, and so I told him, man, I said, look, bro, I I don't want to talk about me. Let me celebrate you. And see, that's the difference between me and most men. I'm gonna celebrate you. I don't even want to talk about what I got going on. I want to celebrate you because it's your moment. And see, that's a sign of a confident man, and that's a sign of a great leader that loves to see people shine. Like I really love to see people shine. Like if you don't support me or celebrate me, I'm cool, but I'm gonna celebrate myself. I know what I've been through, and I'm gonna celebrate. When I tell you I'm gonna celebrate, when I elevate and walk through this door that I've been working on for a long time, look, I'm gonna celebrate myself, man. So let me tell y'all another thing that happened this morning, man. So I had called my mother and just to check up on her and stuff like that, man. And man, my mama told me, man, she was proud of me, bro. Like for real, shouted like for real, man. Like that right there, just she said, baby, I'm so proud of you. I mean, I am super, 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 super proud of you. And man, it took a long time for my mother to say that to me because the way how I am, I'm not a traditional dude. Like I have a vision and I'm gonna go after it. And even if it costs me my life, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give my life for it. But at the time, my mother, she was like, nah, you da 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 da. But I think over time, she's seen like my achievements. And so the achievements she began to see like gave her like, oh man, he's doing it. And she started seeing things around in the community. And my mother have seen what I've gone through in my personal life and seen the overachieving things that I've done. And so, man, she finally told me, man, my mama, man, my T lady, the T Jones, bro, she said, man, she was proud of me, bro. And like, man, that felt so good for your T Jones to say that to you, man. You feel me? Like, so, and I heard Killer Mike, he was talking, he was promoting his new album. And I haven't heard a lot of the music, but I do like Killer Mike. I like his intelligence. I like the fact that he's a married man. I like about his ability to collaborate with the old school guys and absorb that knowledge and be able to convey it to the youth of today. So I respect him on that level. So he was talking, and so one of the things he said was, he said, "Man, I had I was doing something and I had got a call and they said my mama passed away, and it was like, hey man, my mama gone, bro." And so he was talking about like, man, if you have issues with your T Jones, hey man, go ahead and make that phone call, man. Go ahead, talk, call your mother, because that's one of the hardest things that he had to do was bury his mother. And he was like, man, I got to be strong for myself, for my family, for my kids, for my wife and everything like that. And he said something that kind of like touched my spirit. It was like, you and your T Jones may not have the best relationship, but man, call her and check up on her, man. And so one of the things about me that I pride myself on, I pride myself on listening to the Holy Spirit, bro, the Spirit of God. So if the Holy Spirit say, "Hey, man, do this, do that," I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna second. I'm gonna do it because one of the things that I've studied and I read it in my Bible, it teaches me that the reason why Abraham prospered was because he listened to God, and that's something that a lot of people don't listen to is listen to God. Man, I was about to say something, man. I heard this preacher say something, man. He said something, man, and hey, man, that's I ain't gonna say nothing. Man, man, I'm so sick of these black preachers just misleading our people, man, and not realizing, man, when you stand before God, bro, you're gonna have to be accountable for that, man. And man, I'm so sick of our people not reading for their own, so that when a charismatic leader, I won't even say a leader, but a person who's charismatic and he may know the word of God and he may have gone to school to get a PhD in theology and stuff like that. And it's sad, man. It's sad that like so many, it kind of reminds me of the book that I read, Miseducation of a Negro by Carter G. Woodson. And if you don't know about this gentleman, this scholar, he dedicated his life to understanding African Americans. And when I tell you that this man wrote this book like back in the 1900s, it's the stuff that he was saying then is relevant now. And I see it. It's like if you can control a person's mind, you ain't got to tell them to go to the back door. They'll go back on. They will go and sit at that back door and wait on you, man. And that's how I see like our people, like the mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that mind. And I'm so grateful, man, for everything that God is doing for me, man. Like, I'm a blessed man. I really am. You see, I have a beautiful wife. I have my own podcast show, the Stafford Show. I got a lot going on, and I'm grateful. And so I heard something too. They said bad news will travel faster than good news. Lord Jesus, help me. You hear me, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Bad news will travel faster than good news. So it's a lot of good things that I see people doing in the community, but you don't hear about it. But let someone do something bad, and that will travel faster. And that's the thing that our community and our society has a thirst for is negativity. So in this negative world, I just pray that me and my wife and what we got going on while we've been allowed this time to be in the land of the living can do something very extraordinary so that when we dead and gone, our legacy live on. The people who we inspire will do the things that we instilled in them to do. And that's the part that I'm excited about life. And so my favorite author, Robert Greene, he talks about immortality. And a lot of people run from that. A lot of people don't embrace immortality. Immortality means death, means the ending. And I'm not fit to go on this marketing campaign about that. But what I am saying is that if you can embrace that and accept that, because sometimes a lot of people don't even like to talk about that. But man, reading that man's book and reading the Word of God and reading other books that I've read, man, I am so free and so happy and so at peace with life. Now, I'm not to say that things not gonna happen because as long as you living, things gonna happen. But man, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where even if a tragedy comes, I think that I can still be able to control my emotions and my way of thinking to allow me to make the right decision instead of making the wrong decision that will affect everything I worked hard for in my life. So I'm very grateful for that. And one more thing before we get on, because we talk about balancing life. So that was the life part, and so the love part. So me and my partner, a couple of days ago, this weekend, we was talking. And man, I love my partner. He know who he is. I ain't gonna say his name, but man, I really love him. But when I say I love a person, I mean that, and I don't use that word lightly. I don't just throw it around like it's just an average word. That word, when you say you love a person, it's a lot that comes with that. But anyway, and the thing about it, me and this person never kicked it outside of the place that we always see each other, anything like that. This person is very successful, man. He making money. He's intelligent. I mean, he's a sharp dude. I mean, he I see me in him, he see him in me. You see what I'm saying? We confident dudes. Like we know who we are. But anyway, so man, there are a lot of good men out here, man. It's a lot of good men out here. And what I've been hearing lately is, it has become normal now, or the thing to do, where you're married to your husband and your husband is providing uh, the luxuries of life. He's trying to be there. And I know that it's more to life than providing, a home, paying bills and stuff like that. But man, my friend was telling me about, man, how some of these dudes' wives cheated on them, man. And, you know, man, it's just tough, bro. Like, I've been in a situation like that. You feel me? So I'm not speaking, I'm speaking from an experience. Like, man, it's crushing, and but this not about me. It's about the situation. If you women have a man that's really trying to provide for you and he's trying to give you a comfortable life, he's gonna be away from the house because, like my boy say, man, you got to get out there and mingle with the devil, man. You got to get out there and mingle with folks. You got to, and if this man providing you, putting you in $1 million home, every 2 years you trade in your car, your Mercedes Benz, you get a new one. You don't have to work. He paid for this, he paid for that. I mean, you living a life that most women dream of. And as a man that's on both sides now, I've been that victim and I've been on the other side. So I'm not, just understand, I'm a real one. When you make a decision to go outside your marriage, you not only hurt the man, but you hurt them kids, bro. And let me tell you, that dude who finessed you out your panties and you gave him the key to the jewel box, the treasury box, the box that's full of goodies, like he really don't like it. It's a feather in his hat because now the credibility has gone. Like the dysfunction of the home. So you were saying, well, you wasn't doing this and you wasn't doing that, this. To me, that's selfish. At the end of the day, you wasn't thinking about the family. You were thinking about you, and them kids see that, bro. And sometimes them kids hold grudges. They're like, Mom, I remember when you did this, like, and now the family has been divided because the enemy come to kill, steal, destroy, and divide a home. Because it wasn't necessarily about you, it was about the unity of the family. If I can divide that family, I know that those kids' percentage of succeeding in life drops tremendously. And that goes for men too. I'm just not going to talk about the women. I'm talking about men too. Men, if you got a wife at home, stop comparing them to the women on social media and all that other type stuff, bro. That's cap, bro. That's cap, bro. You're going to put yourself in a lot. Because one thing that you eliminate once you start doing that, oh mercy, you remove God's hand on your life. So the things that you think you're doing on your own, it's not that. It's because you married and the favor of God is on your life so that you can be a provider for your family. But when you start God dog on me getting into that honey instead of getting that money, then that anointing is removed, God's hands removed. So now you start getting attacked Now you start taking this from you, taking that, taking this. Your health start getting affected, your finances. You know what I'm saying? Now you seeing your wife blossoming, looking good, and then she getting, you feel what I'm saying, by someone else, and they gonna hurt you, bro. And it's like it ain't worth it.
I don't think if a man cheats on his wife, I don't think the woman should cheat.
No, I don't think nobody should be cheating. Period.
Well, I know that, but what I'm saying is it's going to happen. So, and it's just vice versa. At the end of the day,
it's destroying our families, bro. It really is. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. One of the most difficult things that I ever faced was this blended family thing, bro. It just don't work out, bro. I mean,
well, let me tell you
rare.
something. It'll work.
Rare.
It'll work out. But if you have family that is not supporting you, and then they're talking about the mother, and then they're talking about the husband, and telling the kids that you don't have to listen, and then doing or saying certain things, then it's not going to work out. And it's crazy because it's like, take this as an example. You have a woman, right, that's working, has kids, and she's trying to do her best. She made mistakes in her life, but now she's not about that life. She wants a better life. She wants a new life. She wants to be a new person. She wants to be a better person, right? Then the husband finds you, so everything is in order. No, there's nothing out of order. And then you all get married. Now, when you are out of your parents' house, it's going to be somewhat challenging because now you got bills. Both of you all have bills that you have to pay. And then, especially if you have a man in your life that wants to be a part of your children's life, not trying to be the dad, not trying to be the stepdad, but just be a positive role model in the children or the child's life, right? Then there's a change going on, a more of a positive change towards the wife. And families can be very, very toxic. Families can tell one side of the story and not even tell the whole story. Or they can tell bits and parts of it to make you look bad, and then they look like they are just the best thing on this earth. And then you have family that doesn't even talk to you because of what's already been said. But then that family who doesn't mess with you doesn't even stay in the same state or city, but doesn't bother to call out of any type of concern or even being nosy, but wants to say a little smart words, baby, or whatever, and just be totally disrespectful of it. And then the thing about it is, the kids, when they have it good, meaning, okay, say if you have a man in your life and all he's doing is just giving not only positive energy, but just saying what needs to be said. Yeah, stay in school. Your education is important. This. And then you have family that tells the husband, don't tell him that. So.
Okay, baby. Okay. I agree with you on that.
That's what makes it. That's one of the biggest reasons why it doesn't work, because
but you remember
doesn't tell the truth.
Okay, that's one example. But this another example. Do you remember when we was watching this dude, and he said that he came into this woman's life?
Oh, with the wedding?
Yes, and so he has taken care of someone else's daughter, raised her up, provided her this. So when it came down, so he done this for like 10, 15 years, right? So the young lady about to get married, they having a wedding, the wedding reception, everything at his house, right? So when they were planning the wedding, he was excluded. You know who the father and daughter dance was? To the natural father. So it goes back to what I'm saying. It's like no matter what the man is doing, he can be treating their mama right, paying bills, giving them this, that, woo, woo. At the end of the day, that connection in terms of like, okay, this is my daddy, yeah, but you're not my daddy. That's gonna always be like an issue. It may not arise in the beginning, but down the road it's gonna happen. You're gonna have now there are exceptions, but most of the time you have these type of situations where men have poured their whole soul into these kids, and to the point that the mother may not support the man, and so the kids don't respect the man. And that was something that me and my, me and my friend were talking about, how, some, women, some women, I'm not saying all, because I don't want you women to come, but I don't care about that. But anyway, it's like we live in an era where now, when you say submission, right? I ain't submitting to no man. I ain't who and da da da. And man, I am so proud of women all over the world. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, it don't matter. Y'all have come together. Y'all have worked hard to shatter that glass ceiling, to create opportunities, to be able to not knock on the door, but be able to sit at the table and make those decisions that affect our community and our government, local government, federal government, banks, professional sports, corporations, law firms, judges. I mean, just all around. But if you're talking about having a successful marriage to a man, you guys both have to submit to each other. You can't let, the worldly things that is quote unquote normal uh, affect how God ordained things to happen. Like, I submit to my wife. I ain't got no problem with that. She submit to me. But we submit to each other. It's not an ego thing. And I think that it has gotten to a point where women have egos now. I'm equal as you, and da 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 da. And so it caused confusion, and not knowing that, man, that's cap. You got lost in the sauce, and that affected your mind to what's really important. What's really important, like, man, I want to grow old with someone. I want to make sure that my kids have an example of how a woman should treat her husband and how a man should treat his wife. But if you can't give them that example, then they pulling from other things when they should pull from the home. And so that's my take on it. I stand on business on it, and I mean what I say. I'm not changing it. That's what the word told me. I don't roll with that. You feel me? Because this year, me and my wife, we celebrating 15 years of marriage, and I faithfully, and I can honestly say I'm happily married, and that's no cappuccino. I live in Atlanta. It's like 100-1, but none of that means nothing because, man, I'm good. I'm good. At some point, men have to become mature and have some discipline. If you don't have discipline in your life, you're not gonna be successful, bro. And you need. Yeah, I say, man, I got so much in me that I just give spurts and spurts. But I want to talk about Wednesday for the kids.
Yeah, and I wanted to let me tell you this since you were talking about this. I wanted to write this down to make sure that I say a word for word.
Mm-hmm.
So Charleston White said, "A man can't be happy when they have to be faithful to one woman."
I don't know about that, Charleston.
Since you
now,
were talking about
yeah, I heard him say that, Charleston White. Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You very controversial. Me and you both got something in common, that we both is byproduct of TYC, Texas Youth Commission, and we both had an opportunity to experience TYC long time ago, when you can use the system to get yourself together. So I understand a lot what you say, because I'm from Texas. I've been out there. You feel what I'm saying? I've been in trouble. But that right there, I don't agree with you, because we can always agree to disagree without, talking disrespectful to one another. But I do admire your boldness. Some of the things, you know what I mean? Like I said, we can agree to disagree, but a lot of stuff that you do say, I do agree with it. But that one, I don't agree with, because I don't have that type of I don't have that in me. I don't want to hurt my wife. To just see like I violated that bond, that covenant, that trust, just to her crying. No, I don't want to go through that. And then I love her, So when you get married to a woman, you love her, and I love my wife, and so I don't want to hurt her. And I like what we got going on. And it's nothing that a woman can do for me that my wife can't do for me. And another thing is that I don't trust nobody. I trust my wife. So we was getting her eyebrows all yesterday. So dude said, you gotta have 4 friends. I said, well, shoot, I only got one. But the other 3 is the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So that make up 4. So those my 4 friends. Cause I know what my wife gonna do. Me and her was sleeping in the car. We were out there. We was out there. I know what she gonna do. I know what you'll know what a person would do under extreme hardship and pressure. And we've been through it. And so slowly but surely we see God blessing us.
You said you wanted to talk about the 19th.
Oh, before we go, July the 19th, we have an event, the Stafford Boxing Club mentoring program with our kids in our program. So these are the 25 kids that originally started with us. And so what we want to do is kind of get them geared up to get ready to go back to school. The first thing we want to start is with the mind, and it's very important. So we have this event at the DeKalb County Public Library. I'm excited to see the kids. I haven't seen them, but we haven't seen them since they graduated. So they're going on to middle school. And I'm excited about the upcoming year at Panola Way, because we got another 25 kids. So now our program is expanding, and it probably will, 9 out of 10 is going to expand more when the kids from Panola go to different middle schools, and the principal and all that see how we are with the kids. So they probably want that. But if you want us to be at your school, you're going to have to put us in your budget, because we can't be doing this. You got to pay a man for what he worked, and we worked it. But we're excited about the opportunity. Got my guy, Thomas Morrissey, coming out, a professional photographer, boom, boom, boom. We got, what's his name? Kevin Jordan with Savannah, CMOS. Man, got some remarkable drinks. They healthy. We got some other things going on. Got some good people coming in to check us out. So we're excited about that. So, man, we can go on and on and on, but we want to cut our podcast short. And I want to end the podcast show differently. So in Houston, God bless my partner, DJ Screw. One of the things that he would do back in the day on the Screw tapes is that he would give shout outs. So if you from a one hood, he'll shout out that hood. If you this person and people know you in the streets, they'll shout you out. So me, I want to shout some people out. So I'm gonna play this little music, and it don't even have no words to it. It don't, I promise you. But I wanna it kind of reminds me of back how I was in H-Town, and I'ma always be a screw head. I love screw music. But anyway, screw music is regular music, but it's slowed down to a different speed. And so anyway, you gotta be from the H and the yellow. Yo. You know what? I ain't even gonna bust a flow though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna bust a flow. Yeah. How you feeling, babe?
I'm good.
Hey man, it's a beautiful thing to be with your wife, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you can go to sleep good.
I kind of feel like I was just chilling today. You see, I was just kind of lounging back.
Man, I'm gonna let that boy Screw say something. Southside, stay up, stay real. Man, first and foremost, man, I'm gonna shout out, man, that boy Big Pokey off that Yellowstone, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no gang sign or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Because I got kids that look up to me, and I respect these kids for looking up to me. But I'm from that yellow, and I promise you, and I love it. You feel what I'm saying? I love that yellow. You know, so shout out to that boy, Big Pokey, man. I miss you, man. I love you, man. I'm gonna make you proud, bro. I promise you that. Shout out to that boy, Dante. Man, I talk to that boy Dante. Yeah, Jermaine. Yeah, Tasha on the ward. Tasha on Wyoming. Rafer, Asa. That boy R.I.P. to Stan. Let me see. Kiki on that ward. Javon. Haircut Joe. Tony. Man, hold up. Raspberry. R.I.P. Naja. Man, hold up. Will, Black Will. That boy Fat Chris. R.I.P. man. Matthew, man. Say, man, you need to tighten up, man. For real, man. Boy, man, hold up, man. Yo, man, my partner Will, man. I love Will, man. For real, man. You feel me, man? Shout out to my cousin Nikki, man. Matter of fact, man, she the first lady of SUC School Up Click, man. For real, my cousin Nikki Williams, man. For real, man. She was with that boy at school a long time, man. You feel me? Man, R.I.P. that boy Fat Pat, man. Yes, that boy Q hollering at you, man. Big Hawk, man. Man, listen. Big Hawk was a good dude, educated brother too, man. Good dude, man. I'm talking about good dude too, man. Man, Lil Kiki, I ain't never met you, man, but I've been listening to you ever since 9-4, man. And I'm just so proud of you, brother. You are the general of the SUC, man. I respect that, man, for real, man. Then I'm holler at them folk. Holler at my boy, Chris West. Yo, man, for real, man. Then I'm holler at these folks out in Atlanta on Gabby Road, Old National, man. Congratulations, man, to my partner, Dexter. He retired from the Fulton County Sheriff. He served 25 years, man. Congratulations, Deacon, Jenkins. Yeah, you did, man. Coach Bridges, man. Shout out to Coach Bridges, man. I really appreciate you, man. For real, man. Coach Edwards over there at Georgia State, man. You're a real one, man. I appreciate you, man. Man, hold up, man. My partner James Beasley from H-Town with the Westbury, Tracy Snow, man, that boy Jock, man. Hold up, man. I promise you, man. Let me see. Man, that boy Lala over there in Hillendale. My partner Bino, he used to stay in Hillendale. Fred, Gene, man, little Larry on lock. Man, my partner Brandon, partner Tim, Lou. Man, there's so many guys, man, that I really respect, man, and showed me love on the streets, man, in the A-Town to the H-Town, man. Man, shout out to Dr. Stiegel at Panola Way Elementary School. We appreciate you. Man, you know what I'm going to say? Shout out to that boy, Daryl over at Choice Bank. Man, I appreciate you. Boy, that boy cut big checks for real. Man, shout out to Walmart, man. We appreciate you guys, man. You guys show love all the time, man. And man, I'm looking forward to seeing my our mentees on Wednesday. It's going down, man. If I forgot anybody, oh, Mama B, I love you too. You know, I'm gonna keep that in, y'all, for real. And my mama, I love you, mama, for real. You hear me? Yeah. And man, R.I.P. to my to my dog named Princess, man. I love Princess, man. For real, man. Junior was up. Yeah, feel me? But man, we gotta get up out of here, man. It's been good chopping up with you on the Stafford Show. I'm Big Stafford. You know who this is? Baby, you ain't gonna tell me who the fuck we is?
Oh, no.
See, man, you call. Hey, man, listen, man, my wife lost in the sauce, man.
Look,
she got lost in the sauce.
And he's just been talking, so he made it seem like he was about to say something else. I thought you were going to say something else when you turned down the music. I thought you were just going to say something else.
Man, I love you, man. I really do. And I appreciate you. And I respect you to the utmost, man. And I'm not the man who I am without you. I don't care what we got going on. I ain't never leaving you. And that's what business. You know how I get down. I carry myself in a respectful manner. I want these folks to know I don't play no game when it comes to my marriage, bro. And I love what we got going on, man. And I'll never do anything to violate that, for real, man. I mean that, for real. Hey, listen, man, Stafford Boxing.
The making of champions.